a lot of people in on my journey to physical healing, prayer, faith. Second Corinthians 5:7, walk by faith and not by sight. That's something that I emphasize on, I believe in. I always talk about hurt and disappointment, being positive, because I was hurt at a point in my life. So it's kind of hard for anybody to disappoint me when I had to live and walk in the light of faith. So that's why my videos now, when I was talking about the medication and how expensive it was, it's something for anxiety and depression, because I'm taking care of both of my parents. I'm watching them go through daily. My father had another surgery today. It wasn't a major surgery. It was just cataracts, but it's just a point that it's been a every 2 week thing. It's from my dad to my mom, from my dad to my mom. And my mother, she was in a really bad car accident, which I'm sharing with a lot of people now. And that's why she has a lot of things going on. So I went through a lot mentally, watching my mother suffer, still walking by faith and not by sight, still seeing and believing that God is a healer. He is a miracle worker. And I've had faith the whole time. The doctors are like, go ahead, let's take off life support, give her up. Now, what do I have to pay to keep my mom alive? So I did everything that I could as a daughter, a loving daughter, to take care of my mother, to make sure she's here today. And she is here today. It's a battle, it's a struggle. She has a lot going on, but at the end of the day, prayer still works. I hear so many people talking about, let's put God out of this, let's put God out of that, let's not believe in God, let's not believe in the Bible. I mean, if you don't believe in nothing, what you gonna do? Fall for anything? We're going to be out here killing each other and saying, okay, well, you know what? We can just kill each other. We don't care. And people are not having heart anymore, because everybody's listening to all these different people on social media talking about God is not real. The Bible's not real. I mean, I have seen and heard so much stuff now that I'm just like, why? Yeah, I mean, what? Like, really, what? Like, what's going on with this world? This world is just, heading for mass destruction. But like I say, I still believe prayer works, and I would send more videos of my mother's life and showing that prayer works and prayer changes things. And like I said, faith without work is dead. Read 2 Corinthians 5:7. I stand on it. I live on it. If you can't physically see it, but you got that faith and you got that belief, I promise you. And I'll send you videos back to back of what went on in my life at that period of time that everybody was telling me to let go. I had a whole pastor, he wasn't my pastor, call me and say, well, let's prepare the funeral for your mama. Oh, no, sweetheart, I'm not ready yet, because God hadn't showed me that. I see my mama walking in this hospital. They say she'll never walk again. She's going to be a vegetable. You'll have to take care of her for the rest of your life. Okay, well, she took care of me when I came. That's what they do. Once a man, twice a child. All right, it's her child's day, so I got me a baby now. But like I said, y'all, I'm not going to hold you long. Like the preacher said, but I ain't no preacher, but I'm just keeping it real, because I was raised right, and I was raised in God. I was raised in a Pentecostal church. I mean, I don't know how we can say it. My father was Catholic, my mother was Christian. He ended up converting over to Christian, but I don't knock anybody's religion. I respect everybody, because we don't know. I just know what I believe, and I still believe in the power of prayer, and I still believe in faith. So I can't get with these people talking about don't believe in nothing. I'm this, I'm that. Faith without work is dead. Because God can be standing at the door and he could have a massive report for you. But if you don't open up the door and you don't get up and you don't do something about it, you don't want it. Walk in faith and not by sight. I'm a firm believer. I'm constantly walking in faith. That's why can't nothing bring me down. Can't nobody hurt me. When I've seen lives before me working in the medical field, tagging people, you got to get up pretty early in the morning to bring me down, to bring my spirits down, because I'm a prayer warrior and I have faith. I mean, that faith of a mustard seed. When they said no, God said yes. I turned my face to the wall, because my mama couldn't turn hers, but I turned my face to the wall and I believed, and guess what? She here, and I'll send you reports.